I'm not sure whether can we use the English expression that he was then generalized with effect from that.
He was actually specialized by becoming.
Thank you. Yes, please proceed from paragraph 33.
Section 11 of the Police Service Act details the responsibilities and powers of a National Commissioner in managing and controlling the police service, including developing annual policing plans, determining the police's structure and numbering of posts, distributing its members, and maintaining training and operational institutions. The Police Act was amended by the South African Police Service Amendment Act in 2012, which clarified that the National Commissioner exercises control in accordance with the Constitution. I particularly highlight the following features as alluded to in the affidavit of a National Commissioner. And if I recall correctly, this was a matter raised by Commissioner Kumalu during the testimony of a National Commissioner. The National Commissioner holds the ultimate authority to control and manage the entire police service in accordance with the national policing policy and directives from the Minister of Police. And this is provided for in Section 207 of the Constitution. The National Commissioner ensures the police fulfills its constitutional mandate, which includes preventing, combating and investigating crime, maintaining public order, protecting people and their property, and upholding and enforcing the law.
General, in 34.1, when you say holds the ultimate authority to control and manage the entire police service, would that include the Deputy National Commissioners?
Yes, indeed, sir.
And when you deal with this evidence, can you also deal with their role as well? Because I see that after this section, you go to the provincial commissioners, but you don't say a lot about the deputies.
Okay.
And that is important in the context of the allegations made against General Sibia.
Okay.
And what authority he had to do certain things.
Okay. Yeah. Commissioner, do you want me to deal with it now, or can I go through the key responsibilities?
You can go through them and then deal with it afterwards.
Okay. The National Commissioner is also, yes, I dealt with the constitutional mandate. Strategic leadership. The National Commissioner is responsible to maintain an impartial, accountable, transparent and efficient police service in accordance with Section 25 of the Police Act. The recruitment, appointment, promotion, transfer and discipline of employees of the police service, including the appointment of provincial commissioners. And these matters are addressed in Chapter 9 of the Police Act, Section 207(3) of the Constitution on the appointment of provincial commissioners, Section 8 of the Police Act on the loss of confidence in a provincial commissioner, as well as in the South African Police Service discipline regulations, dealing with discipline matters of employees of the SAPS, except where specific provision is otherwise made in the Police Act, and Chapter 4 of the South African Police Service employment regulations.
Yes.
The National Commissioner is also responsible to ensure the provision of vital services such as crime intelligence, criminal records, crime statistics, and forensic laboratory services. This is contained in Section 218 of the Constitution of South Africa, the interim Constitution of 1993. And that provision has been retained in accordance with Item 24 of Schedule 6 of the 96 Constitution, the transitional arrangements.
And you've headed that operational support.
Yes.
Please read your headings as well.
Yes.
Sorry, Chair.
I'm saying you did not read under 34.5. You did not read operational support, which is I don't know whether you call it the lead.
Yeah, the lead.
Yes, the lead to what you read.
Okay.
For the record, I think we do need that. Yeah.
Okay.
Like for instance,
apologies.
34.3 strategic leadership, and then
my
34.4 personnel management, and then you go into what you have, and so on.
Can I continue from 34.6 with the correct?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes.
The National Commissioner is responsible for internal security, the maintenance of internal security of a nation in accordance with Section 2181C of the Interim Constitution. as well as international cooperation, international police liaison to facilitate cooperation and information exchange in accordance with Section 2181E of the Interim Constitution. The National Commissioner reports, its reporting structure relates to the direct reporting to the Minister of Police as the executive authority responsible for policing in terms of Section 206 of the Constitution, and the President as the authority who appoints the National Commissioner in accordance with Section 207 of the Constitution. In this regard, it should also be mentioned that the employment contract of a National Commissioner is concluded with the President in terms of the police employment regulations, and the President is responsible to deal with the loss of confidence in the National Commissioner in accordance with Section 8 of the Police Act. The National Commissioner also accounts to various institutions such as Parliament in accordance with Section 55(2) of the Constitution, and various other legislative oversight bodies, including Chapter 9 institutions, in accordance with their respective mandates as set out in legislation.
Yes, then can I request, from paragraph 35, you say, in addition, I believe it will be prudent to highlight certain specific powers of the National Commissioner. If you could deal with 35.1 until 35.6, and perhaps thereafter address the question that is raised by Commissioner Khumalo, that of the Deputy National Commissioners,
Okay.
before you deal with your concluding 2 paragraphs thereafter. Please proceed from 35.1, strategic planning.
Thank you, Chair. Strategic planning, the National Commissioner develops a plan at the end of each financial year outlining policing priorities and objectives for the following year. And this is provided for in Section 11(2)(a) of the Police Act. In addition, the National Commissioner is responsible to structure the service. He determines the fixed establishment of the police and the number and grading of posts within the organization, as provided for in Section 11(2)(b) of the Police Act. The allocation or distribution of resources is another responsibility, and he decides on the distribution of the services numerical strength after consultation with the board. This refers to the Board of Commissioners as contemplated in Section 10 of the Police Act. Organizational setup, the National Commissioner organizes and reorganizes the police service at national level into various components, units and groups. For example, the National Commissioner can decide to organize and arrange certain divisions together. Like currently we have one division called Visible Policing and Operations, and it used to be Visible Policing and Operational Policing separately. So we can arrange and rearrange. And this also means in respect of crime intelligence, the National Commissioner can decide how he wants crime intelligence to be structured as part of the broader structure on national level. The National Commissioner is also responsible for institutional development. He establishes and maintains training institutions for the training of students, in other words, new recruits, and members, in other words, in-service training of existing members. And this is authorized in terms of Section 11(2)(e) of the Police Act. Then finally, the maintenance of institutions. The National Commissioner establishes and maintains institutions necessary for the service's overall management and maintenance, such as bureaus, depots, workshops, and other facilities.
Then if I could ask you to pause there. If you go to page 20 of your statement, you provide a pictorial depiction of the top management structure within SAPS, and part of the positions that you depict therein relate to the Deputy National Commissioners. If I could then ask you, by way of interposing your evidence, to deal with the Deputy National Commissioners and what do they do and what are they responsible for?
Okay. The Deputy National Commissioners, there are currently 3 Deputy National Commissioners. They are in terms of Regulation 8 of the South African police regulations.
I think it was very important that she had to explain this so that many people know that Fanny Masemola and Senzo Mchunu played different roles, and Fanny Masemola has more power in involvement of SAPS operational matters. So this lady explained it so simple. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe.